Hey friends, welcome back to the Homestead. I'm glad to have you here. Today we're going to be doing another installment in our small batch canning series. Today we're going to be processing some pickled okra. So come on, let's get busy.
Okay, so to each of our jars we're going to add 1 clove of garlic. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of dill seed, 1 teaspoon of canning salt or regular salt, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of peppercorns, but I'm using this pickling spice just to give it some extra flavor. So into the jar it goes, and I've already done these 3. And then we're going to start packing our okra in there. So you want to put the okra in, start with putting them tip side up and just kind of put them in there. I like it just exactly like you would do pickles, or cucumbers. So we're just going to get them in there, and then you might have to trim the tops off, but if you have to trim the tops off, be sure that you only trim this part of it. Don't get down into the okra part. So we're just gonna pack, and these okra might get a little slimy in the water, but that's quite okay. All right, so just keep packing them in there, and you can, once you get them all in there, if you want to, you can put them point side down. Just to, you want to get them in there good and tight. And it really is just the same process as if you were doing cucumbers and making dill pickles. So, and also like dill pickles, you can pretty much do any kind of spices that you want in here, whatever flavor pickles you like. That one's a little too big. That might be. Those curved ones kind of, that's too big. Put a round one in there. All right, so that's going to be jar number 1. So that's how they're in there. So I'm going to keep on packing my jars. And if I don't have quite 4 pints, I'm going to run out to my plant and see what, I'm just about done with okra and see what's left out there. I cut it all the other day, and I also preserve this okra. I cut it up and go ahead and batter it for frying, and then I flash freeze it in the freezer, and then put it in quart bags. Or I put it in quart bags after it's been flash frozen for the winter, so that way during the winter I can have fresh fried okra whenever I want. And I will I'll try to do a video on that, because I think that if you like fried okra, that's a really, and now you see how these tops are sticking above the jar, so I'm going to probably nip those off. I mean, not probably, I'm going to be nipping those off so that they'll be, because you want to have a 1/4 inch headspace. All right, so hang tight. I'm going to head out to the garden and pick a few more of these small okra pods. got these 4 left over. I'll probably fry them up for lunch today. How about that? All right, so over to the stove, we have our vinegar, our 1-to-1 vinegar mixture on the stove boiling. So on the stove, I have 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of white vinegar, and 2 cups of water. And so I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then I'm going to pour that over my jars, and then straight into the processor they go. Okay, my vinegar is boiling, so I'm going to turn the fire off of that, and then I'm going to actually pour it into this mixing cup so that it's easier to pour. So I'm going to set you down right here so you can see what I'm doing. Try not to spill it. It's hot. All right. And then I'm just, like I said, I'm going to fill each jar to a 1/2 to 1/4 inch headspace. Just want to make sure that all of your okra is under the brine. And if you have to go in and snip a little bit off to achieve that, then like I said, just make sure you don't get into the okra. And if you've watched any of the other videos, you know that I use my Instant Pot Max for this. So we are just gonna turn it on. We're gonna hit, oh, I also got this neat little small batch canning rack, which is wonderful. So got it on Amazon, $10, so you guys should get one if you're doing small batches. So we're just gonna put our, I'm gonna go ahead and lower that thing in there. It's super convenient. So we're gonna put our 4 jars in there. I have 4 cups of water in here already. I'm gonna lift this up just so you can see how, look at that. And so it hooks onto the side, which is awesome. Goes down in there, and then you want to have up to a 1/4 of the jar. So let's see, I'm going to add 2 more cups of water. I had 4 in here already, so I'm going to add 2 cups to make 6 cups. Typically takes 6 cups of water to reach that level. Now this is a water bath recipe for 10 minutes, so we're going to hit pressure, and then we're going to put it on low pressure. We don't want it to keep warm. We're going to process for 10 minutes. I'm going to process for 15 because I'm a little bit over the 1,000-foot elevation. So we're going to process for 15 minutes. We're going to put our lid on. And then we're just going to hit start, and we're going to let it do its thing. So we'll be back when they're finished. Okay, so our okra is finished. I'm going to take it out, and just want to make a little correction. Before I went back and watched the video, I mistakenly said that to hit pressure on the Instant Pot. It was canning. She hit canning. I'm sorry about that. But I did process them on canning. Went back and corrected it. So they are looking pretty good. They actually smell really good too. So we will let these seal, and then we will come back and get them all cleaned up and get a final look at the product. And now I'm going to be processing some more green beans today. So this is what they look like before they seal. So I think they look pretty good.
Okay, so we are back with our finished product with the pickled okra, and it turned out really good, but I did wanted to note that sometimes the jars don't seal. Like this one did not seal for whatever reason. Could have not cleared the rim. So because it's pickled, I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator, and it'll be like refrigerator pickles. So so it's not a waste. You can either reprocess them, or you can just put it, if it's pickled, like I said, you could put it in the refrigerator. If it was something like the green beans, as I see I did some green beans also, then you would just want to use those or go ahead and eat those if it doesn't seal, but all of those seal. But anyway, so this jar I'm going to put in the refrigerator, and hopefully Jim Dick likes pickled okra. Maybe he'll eat them. So that's it. Just wanted to get a look at that. Pickled okra, small batch canning. Hey, so thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video, and remember to not get overwhelmed with your garden hauls, and get out there and grow your own groceries and do some small batch canning and put some things up in your pantry. Be sure to check out our small batch canning series to see some other things that we put in the pantry this year. Hey, if you like this content, I hope that you would consider subscribing to the channel and following along with us on our journey. We'd love to have you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.